Hey, it's Ricky Fix. Welcome back. Well, I'm back in Chicago. It was a phenomenal harvest season this year. The arugula plant really had an awesome winter season. I was in Florida, Arizona, Corpus Christi, Albuquerque, Kansas City, Huntington Beach, Pittsburgh. I went up to Canada for a little bit, but that didn't work out too well. I went back to Arizona, and now I'm in Chicago. And I got about a month off before the eucalyptus starts blossoming and that harvest comes in. So I got a few things to do on the truck. The truck is running great. I'm getting anywhere between 19 and 22 miles to the gallon. It all depends on which way the wind's blowing. I was coming up through Oklahoma on 35 and just missed those tornadoes. That was kind of an interesting ride. But I'm back in Chicago, and I've always had a bolt, the head off one of the bolts on the exhaust manifold on the driver's side. And it never leaked, and now it's been leaking. So I need to fix that because that's annoying. And so I bought all this stuff at Advance Auto. They were having a 30% off sale. I got new manifolds, I bought gaskets, new header bolts, some donuts, some taps, and a bunch of these tools here. I remember when I was doing that gas tank bolt stripped out video, Mitch said that he uses a Dremel to take the stripped out bolts out, so I bought a Dremel. There's probably about $500 worth of crap on this table. And hopefully I'm returning 99% of it, because all I want to use are these gaskets, some new head bolts, and maybe even the gaskets for the flange. And, you know, make it a nice $50, $75 job. All right, so let me get the camera situated, and let's begin. The plastic inner wheel well. They got the little plastic, I don't know what these are called, to hold the wire bundles up there. So I like to just start them with a hammer to get them in. Next, you got these little pull tabs on these connectors. It's pretty easy. You just pull them out a little bit, and then they just pop right out. There's about 7 or 8 of them. Pins out. Slip one. And there's the culprit. You can see the heads popped off for the one manifold bolt. That rear bolt is going to be pretty hard to get to, but I've been soaking these things in PB Blaster, a little heat shield there on the body of the truck. I wonder if I take that off, that'll give you more access to that back. Two 10mm nuts at the bottom, which probably took me 10 minutes to get the one on the right off and 5 minutes to get the one on the left off. And then you just have one 10mm right here at the top. I can only get about 2 clicks on the ratchet. Okay, I just want to make sure I get all these loose before I go down below and tackle the 3 nuts on the flange. That one's scaring me. Alright, this is where I'm at right now. I have one of the flange bolts loose. One of the oxygen sensors is kind of blocking my way of getting to the other bolt. I can get there, but I can get there with a swivel. And it's just not budging. So I went to Advance Auto and I rented one of the O2 sensor removal kits for 20 bucks or whatever it was. So I'm going to take that off and then see if I can get to that. I went out and bought I got an impact, but it's a cheap one from Harbor Freight. So I got my breaker bar and I got a pipe. So I'm going to see if I could snap those nuts loose and get the other two off of there. It's becoming a pain in the ass, but you know what, that first I'm going to try the breaker bar and see if I can snap these things loose. Something's moving. I don't know what it is. I think I got it. I got 2 of them loose. All right. I'm not going to take off the O2 sensor just yet. I'm gonna see if I can get it without it. Seems like it's working. All right, now that I got them loose, I'm just taking my little impact, my little Makita or Milwaukee. See if I can just pop them right out. Wrong way. That's one. I just want to show you how I did that. For the one behind the O2 sensor, you get the universal here. So you're able to sneak behind there. For the other two, you don't need the universal. You just need the two straights, and you're able to get it out. This is the breaker bar that I used, and then this is the 2-foot pipe that I used to get it out. And I didn't have to put it all the way. It was probably like up to about right there. And as you heard, you know, they cracked and crinkled, and then they came loose, and then I just attached my little Milwaukee to this thing. Once they got loose, and they came right out, and the nuts are in good condition. So all right, so I got all the bolts out of the manifold, and I tried pulling it out, but you can't. I kind of got stuck here. I probably spent a good half hour to an hour on it. I didn't really want to take that steering apart, that steering arm right there. So I called my buddy Steve Robb, and he said this.
Wanted to be a lumberjack, leaping from tree to tree as they floated down the mighty British Columbia rivers. The giant redwoods, the larch, the fir, the mighty Scots pine. The smell of fresh cut timber, the crash of the mighty trees with my chainsaw by my side. As we sing.
Actually, he said go to the car doctor. He did the same process, and he'll show you what to do. So I went over to his channel, and he had a video, and you do got to take that steering linkage out. So first, you got to tie up the steering wheel so it doesn't move, so you don't screw up the. Just take a 15 millimeter. Take the bolt off, and there's a nut on the other side. All right, let's push the top part in, and the manifold should just come right out, I hope. One man put a vice grips on this thing and pull this stud out. Oh, that's moving. Is that moving? I think that's moving. Yeah, that's moving. Well, that was pretty easy. Okay, what I'm doing with the manifold here is I'm just spraying it with a little PB blaster, and I'm just taking an emery cloth and just going over and getting rid of I got these as clean as I'm probably going to get them. When I put the straight edge on it from here to here, there's no give, no nothing. Here to here, just a little bit. But when I put it in the middle, it's fine. So whatever it is off, which is very little, I'm sure the gasket. Right now I'm just spraying the threads to the flange with PB blaster, and I'm cleaning out the threads and nuts, so all of them are able to be screwed on by hand. Okay, this is pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm putting the bolts in, and cleaning out the threads and stuff, and it came up to that last one, and it was totally jacked. I can't get a tap inside there, let alone get it straight or turning. So what I've been doing is tapping it out with the bolts, driving it in there, putting PB Blast in there, driving it in there, and then pulling it out, driving it in, pulling it out. I got it about 3/4 of the way to the manifold. I got to go another 1/4 inch or so, but it's probably been a good hour and a half, 2 hours. I mean, this is just I can't fit that tap in here, let alone straight. So I usually, the last time I did, I got it till it was tight, and then I brought it back out again to clean out the threads. So this time I'm just going deeper, a little deeper every time, pull it out, then go back in again, clean out the threads, go a little deeper, pull it out. That's what she said. All right, I got it. Yeah, that was a pain in the ass. I can't, there was really no other way to do that, but it's done. It's like 8:30 at night. I'm not doing it anymore. I just want to see if we could see what's inside these exhaust holes.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Sleep all night and I work all day.
Yeah, nothing to see in that one. How about this one?
I cut down trees, I eat my lunch, I go to the lavatory. On Wednesdays I go shopping for buttered scones for tea.
No, nothing there. This one?
Down trees I skip and jump, I like to press wildflowers.
Nope, nothing there. How about the last one?
Put on women's clothing and hang around the bars.
Nope. All right, I'm calling it right. Be back at it tomorrow. Yeah, screwed in the first and last bolt, put Loctite on it, and now I'm going to slip in this Felpro gasket. It's got little hooks on it, so it hooks on the first and last bolt. Hopefully it just slips right in there. There you go. Pretty easy. Easiest thing I've done the whole project. Hopefully it's smooth sailing from here on in. Okay, I just got them on there. Now I'm going to torque them down in 2 passes. 11 foot-pounds and then 18 foot-pounds. Okay, well there you go. Everything's all tightened up. Let me go down and tighten up the flange bolts and put Humpty back together again, and let's fire it up. Oh, no noticeable leaks. Sure, when I take it out on the road, I'll see if it's fixed it or not. Not bad for 244,000 miles though. All right, well there you go. I drove it around, no pops, no leaks, so it was good. You know, that job wasn't that easy. If you don't have a lift or impact tools, a torch, whatever, you know, it's a little difficult, but that's, you know, just the way it goes. Look at all this shit I get to return. I only used one Felpro gasket, which these are pretty nice. And don't get these Mr. Gasket exhaust bolts. They suck. Get the Dorman ones. I use these Dormans to tap out that one hole by the firewall. I screwed it in a little bit and then would fill up with aluminum. So I would just run a nut back and forth to clean the aluminum out. That was pretty difficult. That probably took 2 or 3 hours. I didn't want to mess that up because I really had no alternative to tap that out. So I, just took my time. And when I was screwing it in to put the manifold in, it screwed in hand tight. There was no wobble in the bolt, and it, torqued up fine. And so good. I'm glad that happened. I didn't put a flange gasket on. I talked to a guy who knows everything.
Well, I'm going to tell you about being a lumberjack.
And he said people usually don't do that. So the book said torque it down to 20 to 25 pounds, but when I was watching the Car Doctor's vid, he did it at 39, so I just did it to 39. Yeah, go to that Car Doctor's channel. He's a pretty interesting guy. He's funny, and he's got a shop up in Alaska, so I'll put a link down there. Click on there. Go over there and tell him Rick Vic says hello. And, he's not close to the North Pole like that other guy, but, he's a funny dude. All right, well, I think that's about it. My next job, I got to replace that rusted brake line from the ABS sensor to the rear diff. So hopefully that'll go a little bit easier. I'm going to take a little break for a while and just chill out. All right, don't forget don't forget to subscribe to the Steve Robb channel and the Car Doctor's channel, and I will see you on the next round. Jesus, I can't fucking talk.